Hello everyone, this is Robert Solomon from robertgsolomon.com, coming to you from South Studio 1 with the Smart Start podcast designed for inspiring entrepreneurs. What is going on with your week today? And I thought I'd talk a little candid or tell a story. Just wait. Get your finger off your mouse and stay put. Let's start here. You'll like this. Listen up, people. I love that line. You know what that line's from? It's from the movie Alien 2, where they're in the loading bay getting ready to hear Ripley talk about the xenomorphs, the alien. Don't ask me what inspired me to talk about this, but I think this next quote is why. Then they started to load up in the spaceship, and the captain calls them a bunch of badasses. Remember that? Maybe you're not into science fiction like I am, but it was an awesome movie. It first came out, Alien, the first one came out in 1979. My dad took me and my brother to see that. So, getting on with the story here. So, are you a bunch of badasses? Or falling apart at the first sign of a struggle? Life does and will throw shit your way to the degree that you start to doubt your own judgment. Hey, I know this from personal experience. But my answer then was to ignore it, hoping it would mend itself or just go away. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Let me tell you why. I know some of you really don't want to listen or hear this, but sometimes it's the things we'd rather not deal with that we need to deal with. The facts are in. If you can't get over, around, or through a situation in life, then find someone you look up to that can help you. Call them. Sit down with them. Let them know what's on your mind. Let them know what's going on in your life and ask them for guidance. Why would you ever want to do that? Well, they're probably a little wiser than you, maybe a little older, not necessarily, but they've had strife and struggle in their life, and you look up to them because on the outside they seem to be doing good. You know, makes sense. Let's see what they're doing. Maybe I can help me. Plus, this is part of life, so don't think you're the only one with issues because you're not. Not even the smartest people on earth can get past their own ego to ask for help. Why? Well, look at Howard Hughes. He was a pioneer, a pilot, and a visionary. But at the time, I believe it was the late 1930s, maybe 40s, he had schizophrenia. That had yet to be discovered. It was a brain disorder. That might be a bad example, but I know we don't like to show weakness and figure we could get past issues on our own by working them out. Sometimes you can't. So if you're not convinced that you're human and can learn a thing or two or get help in your personal life's journey, then read about Roger Federer, #1 tennis pro in the world. Read about Michael Jordan. And yes, read about Oprah Winfrey. You follow me where I'm going here? The common denominator with all these people is they never gave up. They had a coach, a mentor, or someone they inspired to be driving their every move. Well, maybe not every move, but it sounds good, right? You get it. It took time to develop who you are right now. And if you're not happy with that, then change those things to bring a smile back on your face. I'm not saying that it's bad who you are right now, but a lot of times people aren't happy with who they are. And sometimes they don't know what to change to correct it or what to do to correct it. The reason why I'm talking about this today, you need to be happy as you are, knowing you can impact your own life just by little steps every single day. And yeah, even when you have to claw your way through it. A great example is myself. Every morning, I know what needs to be done, like study new material, read something, write articles, produce my audio, then create a video, post to my blog, after I get the audio transcribed, blah, 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 as my friend Terry would say. Right? A great plan. But I always get sucked into social media for a little bit. It's just how I am. Still, It's a focus thing for me. And social media really lights my ADHD on fire, for real. It just captivates me. I'm getting better at that. I'm not perfect. But sometimes if I wouldn't have been on social media or checked my email, well, hold on, let me finish this. I don't go down on myself because of it. It just means I might be working harder later than I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I should always get stuff done in the morning when I'm most creative. You know, you got to work on everything every day, a little bit at a time. But this is cool. This is why I brought up social media in the morning. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but now sometimes you get a sign or help with an issue or problem you've been dealing with just when you need it. You know what I'm saying? Has this ever happened to you? An example. This morning, like I was telling you, I was on social media, checking my email. I get newsletters from some of the top business people and companies in the nation. Entrepreneur Magazine, Tony Robbins, different people. And today I decided to check out one of them in my email. It was a new one I just registered for to get a little more knowledge. Now, I know everyone's telling you save that stuff for later when you finish being creative, meaning social media and checking your email, because everybody says it's a big waste of time. But listen, this article, it was by Tim Denning. He's an Australian man which writes for entrepreneur.com. He writes for medium.com as well. I suggest you read this, what he wrote. It's a pretty good article. It's about 7-minute read. I'll put the link below. I'm not going to mention any of it because, but this. So while I was reading it, it's his story. I can swear it was written for me. Shit, it sounded like what I was dealing with in so many ways. You have to read it to understand why I want you to read it. But what I just said, it felt like I was reading something that I wrote. It felt like it was me in that story. You understand why. And finishing it off here, I always used to hear, and I'm sure you have, you need to put up with a lot of shit before you reach the proverbial top of the mountain. Yeah, well, if you've been shoveling so much crap and can't seem to catch a break, talk with somebody who inspires you, or change your shovel, because knowing you'll see a clearing as long as you keep going step by step and moving forward every day. Now to end here, as always, if you want more, just head over to robertgsolomon.com, get on my private email list. Remember, you can always contact me, leave a comment below, call me. United States listeners, 412-543-8202. Out of the country, you can leave a comment or just dial 1 before the number. This is Robert G. Solomon coming to you from South Studio 1. Never let anyone steal your dreams. Till next time.